A can of beans, a jar of jam, a bunch of grapes, a pound of ham, side by side.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a loaf of bread.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye, honey.
What are you writing, Dad?
A shopping list. I'm going to the supermarket. Is there anything special you want me to get?
What's on the list so far, Dad?
Just a can of beans.
Well, we need a jar of jam.
Can you get a bottle of soda?
Sure. What kind, Rosa?
Coke or Pepsi. It doesn't matter.
All right. What else?
We need some cereal, Dad.
Okay, Jose, a box of cereal.
We also need a bag of flour.
And we need some bread, Dad. Can you get a loaf of white bread and 2 loaves of whole wheat bread?
Sure. And I'm going to get a bunch of bananas and 2 bunches of carrots.
Good idea, Dad.
We also need a head of lettuce.
All right.
And can you get a pound of butter and maybe a half pound of cheese?
Okay.
We need another quart of milk, Dad.
All right.
And a dozen eggs.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I can't think of anything else.
Okay, let me see if I have everything here. That's a can of beans, a jar of jam, a bottle of soda, a box of cereal, a bag of flour, a loaf of white bread, 2 loaves of whole wheat bread, a bunch of bananas, 2 bunches of carrots, a head of lettuce, a pound of butter and a half pound of cheese, a quart of milk, and a dozen eggs. Is that it?
That's everything, Dad.
Okay, I'll see you kids later.
That's a pretty long shopping list, Dad. Do you want me to go with you?
Sure, Jose, I'd love it.
I'm not busy right now, Dad. I can go too.
Great.
Let's go.
Shopping, 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 shopping.
We need a loaf of bread,
And a jar of jam.
A box of cookies.
And a pound of ham.
a bottle of ketchup,
A pound of cheese.
a dozen eggs.
And a can of peas.
a head of lettuce,
Half a pound of rice. A bunch of bananas. And a bag of ice.
Shopping, 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 shopping.
How much does a head of lettuce cost?
95 cents.
95 cents? That's a lot of money.
You're right. Lettuce is very expensive this week.
How much does a pound of apples cost?
$1.25.
$1.25? That's a lot of money.
You're right. Apples are very expensive this week.
Shoppers everywhere in town are upset about the high price of food. A trip to the supermarket is very expensive these days. I'm here at the Stop and Save supermarket on Central Avenue, and I'm talking with a typical customer. What do you think about the price of food these days?
Food is very expensive.
How do you feel about that?
I'm upset. I'm really upset. I just bought a few things at the supermarket, and I can't believe how much I spent.
How much did you spend?
About $28.
$28? That's a lot of money.
You bet it is.
What did you buy for $28?
Just a few things.
Tell you what, could you show us what you bought?
Sure.
Here, let me hold the bags and you can show us. Okay, let's see. We have a loaf of bread.
Yes, it's a loaf of white bread.
Okay, and this looks like some cheese.
Yes, it's a pound of Swiss cheese.
All right, and oh, what is this? Margarine?
It's a pound of butter.
Okay, oh, and I see we have a bunch of carrots.
That's right.
And oh, here's some milk.
Yes, it's a quart of milk.
And do you drink a lot of milk?
Yes, I drink a quart of milk every day.
Are you okay there?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh. And here's a bottle of soda.
That's right.
And what's this?
That's a few pounds of oranges.
Ah, and what is this?
A bag of onions.
And what do we have here?
Oh, a dozen eggs. Oops.
Oh, gee, you dropped the eggs.
I guess I did.
Sorry about that. As you can see, the typical shopper is very upset about the price of food these days. When a bag of groceries costs $28, you know that food is very expensive. Reporting from the Stop and Save supermarket on Central Avenue, this is consumer reporter Maxine Baxter for Side by Side TV News.